Hello, in the Good Company podcast. And I'm Alice Kitzman here with a weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, thought provocation, all with intention and purpose to have a better, more aligned, more juicy life. Sometimes I do this quick solos. I try to keep them under 10 minutes because your energy and your time, and my energy and my time are our most important currencies we have. So I want to keep it short to not take too much of your and my time. But also sometimes I have guests, like last week I have Anya Lincoln. We talk about unblocking our subconscious, and I bring anybody and anything to you that inspires me, helps me along the way. I think it's interesting. I love to, something that came to me about my podcast lately is that I love to bring interesting upcoming people. And I think I did it when I was doing art exhibits in Warsaw when I was in college. There's always interest in me with finding somebody new upcoming that I see something in them versus, don't get me wrong, I would love to have, I don't know, Rich Roll on this podcast, right? Or, I don't know, Mel Robbins. Wait, is it Mel Robbins? Because I always mix it up with this actor. Is it Mel Robbins? Yes, Mel Gibson. That's the actor. Never mind. But they are doing enough rounds, okay? They are known. Like now, for example, she has a book and they are just like, it's podcast after podcast, she's on the podcast. Because that's how she promotes the book, Smart Woman. But that's awesome. I would love at one point, I have a list of like few people I really would like to bring in and talk to, but I'm more interested in the essence and more upcoming people, like somebody that I see something in. And I think it was just such a beautiful realization about my podcast that this is who I want to always bring in. You know what I mean? Not a star, but maybe upcoming star. Again, always with intention to learn something together, to have more juicy, more aligned, more fulfilling lives. Today is a quick solo. I just want to mention my first sport jersey ever. I was never into sports. I love sports for several reasons. Sometimes I love outfits. I think, for example, baseball outfits are amazing. Any horse riding outfit sport is amazing. Obviously, like swimming outfits are amazing. We see so much body. I think that the soccer, like European soccer outfits are really amazing. So I watched a documentary with Messi about Messi. And I decided I'm going to get a Messi's jersey. And this is my first jersey. And I was thinking, why not? Why not? I can have a jersey at 46 and rock it out with a blazer. And, the second I started envisioning all the outfits I could put together, I was like, oh my God, pink jersey, jeans and blazer. What about like a jean skirt, heels, a gold jewelry and a jersey? Like all the outfits came out in my head. So I was like, sold. I want to get one. So I'm really excited about it for some reason. Also, I love about the sports that they bring people together. I love this, like even in Chicago, I have no idea about football or baseball, but like this, like no matter what you do, no matter what you believe in, and like people come together and just are excited about the team. That's the other reason I love sports. And then the last one is there's something ancient about it. I'm always thinking about like Greeks or Romans who were like watching gladiators, and we are kind of still carrying that tradition through sport, right? Like getting in a huge stadium and watching people perform sports for us. I don't know. I think it's just something so beautiful because it's so ancient and we still are doing it. So this is why I like sports. I usually don't know anything about any rules, nor I am able to remember it. Like how many times I was explained the football rules, I cannot even tell you. I still don't get it. And that's fine. Outfits, getting together, and ancient aspect of sports is enough for me. But this podcast is not about this. So today, let's chat about a few things that came up. first thing that came up this week is celebrating little successes. I want you, and I did it this week, and I want us to do this exercise more often, and I want to do it more often, is celebrate small successes. You know what I mean? Like, I think we always look for this like gigantic North Star, and we think we'll get there, and we get there, and it doesn't feel that way. And we want the next thing, and then we put another North Star in front of us, and we get there, and it still doesn't feel like this amazing success. And I think what is amazing about celebrating small successes as we go, that it also brings us to the moment and to this idea of celebrating the journey, right? Because the journey to the big success, or the journey to big goal, or the journey to something we want in life, because that's how we are constructed. We always have something in front of us to go for to it. I think it's because this is our like kind of migration nature, and since we are stuck in the one place, we now like in our head create destinations, and also like our creative nature, right? Like we also want to create something new for ourselves. That this celebrating the smaller successes enhances and really brings us to the moment of journey, right? Because it's really all about enjoying this way to that thing, this way through life, versus the end result or goal or whatever it is, because it's never the end result and goal, because then there's the next one, right? I was thinking about it lately in a context of, and I shared it on my Instagram, in a context of, I woke up like not in the best vibe. And I was like, okay, let me just get up. And I did, all my morning routine. I did my meditation. I did my workout. I did my journaling. I pulled my tarot card. And literally each step by step, my energy started shifting and getting better and getting cleaner and getting more aligned. And this dissonance and like disconnect and this discomfort I felt when I woke up, by the time I finished my routine, was gone. But that's not the full success. That's the success itself, which I didn't even think about it, right? Like to like shift it through things I'm doing. But then the other thing is that I was like, in the afternoon that day, I was like, oh my God, today I didn't even notice, because how many days before I spent, like when I had to work out, I woke up and there was like a whole fucking negotiation, in my head, like, I don't want to work out, I'm not going to, let me do just belly today, because belly, my stomach is really strong, so it's so easy for me. So I was like, I'm going to do legs tomorrow, and there was just like a whole shenanigans going on in my head. And then I was like, oh my God, I'll just meditate like 10 minutes, not 20. 10 minutes is enough. And that day, what I noticed is that I got up and there was no even freaking one negotiation in my head. I got up, I did this and this and this, because I know this is good for me. I know this puts me in the best mood possible, best vibration, in the best level of me at the moment. And it was just such an amazing, I was like, fuck yes, I did that. You know what I mean? Like, I did not negotiate with myself. Like, I am there. Like, it's a positive habit that I implemented. And it was just like an amazing little success to celebrate. You know what I mean? And I think those are, for me, the most important successes, because I compete in life, not with you, not with anybody else. I compete with me constantly, okay, with all my flaws and insecurities. And for some reason, ask me if I want to stay on the call. Yes, I do. And my darkness at times, as we all have it, and let's acknowledge and become best friends with it. And that was a huge win, and that was a huge success for me. So I just like really felt it, and I was like, fuck yes, girl. Yes, I did it. I really worked through it, and consistently work on myself to the point that I don't have this negotiation and this whole shenanigans in my head, and I can just really bring myself to the better energy levels and better mood, and just shifting this energy within me. So yeah, so what is the small success? Whatever freaking it is, you know what I mean? Did you quit smoking? Did you quit drinking? Did you cut on drinking? Did you cut out somebody toxic from your life? Did you implemented some good habit? Did you eat healthy or weak? Celebrate it. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, the small thing on the way, I feel like it's so important for us to learn to celebrate those moments and be your own cheerleader. I'm sitting in my New Jersey, because nobody else will do it for us. Like me for myself, and you for yourself. We are the most important cheerleaders and hypers and success celebrators that ever will be. Okay, it's the most important thing to satisfy yourself, nobody else. Like nobody else around is important to be proud of you, to be to celebrate for you than you. That's like a true alignment and true success and true achievement, I think. Like when you obviously praise of others, always nice, of course, but this true deep soulful one is like when you are like high-fiving yourself. And I'm high-fiving, for those who are not watching, those are my rings clicking off each other as I'm high-fiving myself in a weird way. So let's celebrate our small successes. That's the first thing that came up. That brings me to another thing that is important today, to talk about it. And I notice one thing that is a really interesting thing to notice within myself is that I became ruthless. And really, there's no negotiable for me anymore with not being in a company of people who are in any capacity bringing me down or bringing out in me that I don't like. Trust me, there are people in my life that for some reason, it's not their fault. It's kind of like this dynamic that is going on between us. When I am around them, I just really don't like myself fully. And it really became lately to me very obvious. And I did it. There was not even, again, not negotiation, not feeling bad, but this is such a long time we know each other. But this is somebody I loved so much and I still love and cherish. But there's so much goodness in this person. And I always see there's so much potential in this person. There's so much talent. There's so much creativity. No. The minute I saw the language that was, you are weird, you are acting weird, you are responding not the way I want you to, I was like, nope. Nope. How do you want me to respond? How do you want me to be? What do you mean? Like, what should I be if I'm weird now? Nope. No. With all due respect, with all the love and kindness, appreciation, thank you so much. No. And I never, honestly, it's a new thing for me, because as a recovering people pleaser, I always want to keep peace and keep everybody else's emotional peace versus mine. And that's the end of that journey. And people don't like it. It's so interesting to see how people don't like it around me when I change in some capacity and set certain boundaries. There's like, oh my God, I can't step on you anymore? What do you mean? What do you mean I can't step on you anymore? It's so interesting to see, but also a very good feeling. And I encourage you. I always say there is 8 billion people on this planet. You will know when somebody comes to you with feedback, with comment on you that comes from heart, from love, from care about you and protecting you. They will deliver it. They will say it it will feel like just that, like constructive, loving, beautiful feedback, like, hey, I am worried about you. Like, I remember in Poland, when I just before I came here, I had my adventure with alcohol already there, and I had this friend who met me in our area, and she just told me that it's like, I am worried about you, like, I think you need to look into your relationship with alcohol, and that started me really looking into it. And it wasn't resentful, it wasn't with like, you are bad or whatever, it was just with genuine love. So when somebody comes to you like that, you will know that that's a genuine care and love, and this feedback coming from this place of heart, right? um Anything that doesn't feel that way, and trust yourself, that's by Felicia. Because again, it is 8 billion people around you, around in the world, and it's really important to surround yourself with people who are not the most successful, not the they don't have to be whatever out there, but the ones that bring the best in you, that believe in you, that inspire you, that support you. I think that's the most important thing. The rest, they will find people who will bring the best in them, you know what I mean, and like help them to get to this next level of healing or growth or whatever, and they will be more aligned. So don't worry about that, because I did, for example, I was worried. So that's the other important that came up. And then the last thing, I was thinking of this whole idea about, the which all come together, right? Like this week I was noticing this how I did all my routine, all my things that really raised my energy, cleansed my energy. I also did that morning a little energy cleaning on myself. And then in context of the situation that I had to like set my boundaries, right? Like, I don't think so we should be around each other too much, right? Like, I don't think so we should be talking too much, because we are not the best for each other. We don't bring the best for each other, and I see some kind of tendency towards me that I don't like and I don't appreciate. That all come to this thought I have, about this rhetoric, like work hard, work hard, work hard. What if we change it a little bit? Because I like to change big statements, like history likes to repeat itself. No, we like to repeat the history. Like, I love to reframe those things. But instead of working hard, what did we work hard on? Our vibe, on our energy level. And I'm not talking about this like hedonistic chase of happiness, right? Like, oh my God, happiness is the most important thing. And we just focus constantly on being happy, and we do it any way possible, buy stuff and I don't know, eat plenty of disgusting food because in the moment it makes us feel happy. No, I am thinking about this like genuine, clean, organic, beautiful working on your energy and your vibration and how you feel, knowing knowing after you get to know yourself what puts you in that good vibration. What if we put this energy of working hard on energy of working hard of our vibration, our energy? Because the minute, and just watch yourself, the minute you are in a good vibe, and I can see it with myself, I am just bringing in the funniest people, the best situation, the most synchronistic situations, like the most like magical moments. The minute I am in this high vibe mode. So that's the whole thing, right? Because if we bring ourselves to this high vibe energy and high vibe mode, then whatever we are working on stop being hard, because we are just flowing, flying, and we are in this good vibration. Like, just think about it, right? Like, even when you are in a good mood and you get in a good energy and you do something like that you don't like for me, like let's say doing laundry, not only traumatic, but also like I don't really like to do it. But when I'm in a good mood, I will put music on and I'm just like, putting this laundry in and sorting it out. And, even that becomes like a fun work thing. You know what I mean? Because I think when we come to anything we do with that better energy of ours, cleaner and more juicy and more vibrant and more higher level, everything becomes different. And also, then you filter the things you want to do or what you want to do and what comes to you back that you do as work. It also brings in different things. Seriously, trust me. Um, so yeah, instead of like working hard on anything like right in front of us, let's work hard on us and our energy level and vibration. And again, it's not like we always are going to be like at 150% flying high. No, it's not possible. But that's where the hard work comes in, right? Like this morning that I woke up in that off mood and kind of discomfort, and I could stay with it and like roll in that direction and probably not work out, comfort myself with some kind of breakfast burrito that I love, and I sometimes do, but I love to come to it with like, I am in such a good mood, I also want a burrito, not I'm in such a bad mood, please give me burrito, right? And it will roll into some other stuff that will be like numbing and comforting. Instead, I worked hard, which wasn't work hard anymore because I kind of make it a positive habit, but I worked on upping my energy, if that makes any sense. And then the day rolled out completely different, right? That it could if I stay in this lower energy. I hope it makes any sense. So let's work hard, but on ourselves and our energy versus anything else, because then anything else will become more easy. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's it, I think. And I want to finish this episode with my first ad. Nobody pays for it. It's not an official sponsor. I just chose them to be my sponsor because I love them so much. So I'm going to talk about it. And you heard me probably talking about it, this organization, before through my sustainable bags business. That's how I came across several years ago, across an organization called One Tree Planted, onetreeplanted.org, sorry. And this is an organization that you can go to their website and you can plant trees around the world. I came to it because I wanted to have charitable element of my business. With 10 bags sold, we plant a tree. We plant almost 300 trees already. I planted. There's no we, just one person business. I always said we, like I have a big team, but I don't. And I love this organization. I love what they do. I plant trees every month from my family all around the world. We plant several trees in California lately because of the fires, obviously. And it's just like a small thing because one tree costs $1. So you don't have to donate, you don't have to donate, I don't know how much money, you of course can, but if you don't have that, you can also always donate small amount. And forestry, creating new forests is one of the most important things we can do to stop climate change and to help it and to help our amazing Mother Earth. So that's why it's also important to me. And I love this organization. They make it simple. On their website, they have a breakdown how much from this dollar you donate to them goes to actual trees, labor, transport, actual planting the tree, and its majority, I think it's 90 something percent, which I think is really important because some nonprofits are not very transparent about that. And that's my ad. I love One Tree Planted. Go plant some trees, create a good karma for yourself and your family. Yes, let's be obvious and very conscious of that. When you do something good, you create good energy in life that comes back to you. So also when you plant the tree, say, I plant this tree, and please get back good energy to my business, to my family, to health of my daughters. Direct this back energy somewhere. That's what my spiritual teacher taught me. And I love that. There's nothing bad about being strategic about your karma. So this is the ad for today. One tree planted. Go plant some trees and feel good about it. And that's it of the ramble. Definitely over 10 minutes today, but I hope it was worth it. Under the episode, all the links to all the things I do. And as usual, love and light and a little bit of shadow always.